Welcome back. Well, the Department of Water and Sanitation has issued its weekly State of the Reservoirs report, which has revealed a stable outlook of the national water storage. According to the department, the volume of water stored in the country's reservoirs has marginally decreased by 0.2% to 94.2% this week. Well, some areas, however, are still experiencing major challenges with supply. Let's unpack this further with the spokesperson for the Department of Water and Sanitation, Wisane Mavasa. Wisane, thank you so much for your time and thank you for joining us on the AM report today. As I noted, we've seen a marginal decrease, only 0.2%, but water users are still being urged to, conserve water, to use it sparingly. Take us through this advisory.
Good morning, Tokozo, and thank you for this opportunity. And I'd like to say good morning to the viewers of Newzroom Afrika. Indeed, our dam levels, this current rainfall during this season has really given us a reprieve as a country in terms of our state of our reservoirs. We are, I would say, stable in a sense that in the past couple of weeks, we have moved just slight a bit in terms of declining, while most of them, they are averagely at sitting at a very, very stable condition above their required percentage. But there are places that we are experiencing low dam levels due to the fact that, there are areas that are experiencing drought as a country. As you are aware, we are a semi-arid country. We do not have required rainfall across the season. Therefore, we do have areas that are experiencing less actually or no rainfall at all. And this requires us, for all of us, to really put our hands on the deck and agree in terms of how we are going to secure this resource for the benefit of us all. So there are rules or restrictions that are in place in some of these municipalities that are experiencing these challenges, particularly the Eastern Cape. You know that in the Eastern Cape, specifically the Nelson Mandela Bay, has been experiencing challenges with regard to the water supply system, which has been dwindling a week after the other due to the drought. Therefore, we would like to call residents to ensure that they follow the rules, they follow the restrictions as they are there to stay in that particular municipalities, and also use conservation methods that are there in place for us or for everyone to be able to have access to water until we have a better way of dealing with it.
Right. I mean, talking about Nelson Mandela Bay, the second half of 2022 was particularly concerning for that metro. We know at some point, water storage levels were inching at around 11%. The metro itself, days away from day zero. What's the situation there now?
At the moment, the Algoa water supply system is sitting at around 15.5, if I'm not mistaken, and it has gone down from just last week 17%. So you can see that it's continuously going down because of lack of rain. But there are interventions that were put in place by the department together with other stakeholders to ensure that we continuously ensure that the residents do have access to water. And also there are restrictions in place that are there to ensure that the available water are shared equally amongst everyone. And this also includes ensuring that water conservation methods are implemented and everyone is taking note of that and implementing them to ensure that they do not necessarily run out of water, because we do not know when whatsoever will they experience any rainfall in that particular area, while the department is working on and other interventions to ensure that we continuously have running water in that area.
Well, we know that the Eastern Cape province is presently, drought-stricken, contributing to these water shortages that we're seeing, particularly affecting Nelson Mandela Bay. You, as a department, have, of course, dispatched water tankers, as you've mentioned, as a temporary measure to intervene in this crisis. But we know that, water infrastructure is also problematic. I mean, One of my colleagues, for instance, was in conversation with a resident in Kwanobuhle, residents having to rely on one standpipe to access water. So clearly we're having a deficit here when it comes to water infrastructure. Talk to us about how the department is trying to address this, obviously within reasonable timeframes.
The department, working together with the municipalities, have, as I've indicated, put in place interventions. These include abstracting some more water from the Harit Dam to direct it to the municipality. On top of that, we've also, working together with other private sector, have ensured that we harvest underground water through boreholes that have been put in place, and also putting up taps. We do understand that the taps that are there, they are concerns that they are few, and the municipality has confirmed that they are doing everything in their power to ensure that they replicate those taps in many other areas where there is very limited number, so that everyone can have access to water. However, we still would like to continue to call on the residents to ensure that as they use that water, they make sure that they use the water and close the taps when they are done, so as to preserve this water and to ensure that they report all water leaks in their areas, because as we are continuing trying to come up with solutions, we need to be aware that there are challenges, including that of leaks that are wasting a lot of, that are leading to wastage of water.
All right, well, Wisane, thank you so much. We are going to have to leave that update there for now. That's a spokesperson for the Department of Water and Sanitation, Wisane Mavasa.